Job 41. And so God continued to talk about the Leviathan. That sounds a lot like a really huge dinosaur or or um or or a dragon, water sea dragon that actually can breathe out fire. So it seems to be a land and a water animal. It hides under the lotus. Oh wait, I wonder if was he talking about the Leviathan before? No, before is the behemoth, which is like a really big animal that is under the lotus plants. And now he's talking about the Leviathan that breathed out fire in its nostril and like eat iron and stuff, like as if they were rotten trees. So basically God can subdue these animals, but people can't. And especially the Leviathan, like spears and stuff, it's like nothing to it. So yes, God is showing his might. And for some reason, I believe that my brother-in-law is not going to die, that he will get healed, and that God is setting up the stage for a miraculous work in his life. I don't know how it's going to be done, but somehow I have this kind of like conviction or like feeling that I'm gonna see a miracle, and I know that God is mighty, and I know that God can heal, and so it's all in His will, and whatever His will is, I trust that He will be just, He will be merciful, and well, besides, instead of being, He is merciful to those who humble themselves. So I hope that my brother-in-law is in a humble state, and that I've read or I've heard stories of people who die and then gave their life to God during the transition into the afterlife, and then they were resuscitated, or they came back to life, and they remember that experience. So God can work in many ways that I don't know about, ways that I haven't heard about, ways that are new and no one have experienced. So I trust in God's goodness, and I trust in God's righteousness and justice, that that more importantly, that He loves my brother-in-law more than I or anyone else on earth can love my brother-in-law. And He is the one person above everyone else who doesn't want my brother-in-law to go to a place of no return, to be unsaved. And so He does not want anyone to perish, but all to have eternal life. And so God will do all in His power, and God have done by sending Jesus to die on earth for us. But I believe that God will do everything in His power beyond our imagination, and only the hard-hearted, the ones that refuses, like they are truly the children of Satan, that they will not come to God. And so I hope my brother-in-law is not one of that person. I don't believe he is, and I trust in God.